We want to make a positive impact. Everybody wants to feel like they made a difference in the lives of others and they continue to enhance themselves as leaders. And so we believe that our business is really a platform, provides individuals an opportunity to touch on those 4 F's if they so choose, where they can apply a skill set that can be produce a lucrative financial return. They can provide and provide a supportive environment for their family to benefit and ultimately be fulfilled in the process. So that's why we always say we're a purpose-driven, values-based franchise opportunity. We're socially conscious, and then we are tech-enabled and results obsessed as well. And I think those components, I'm thinking they may sound like buzzwords, but those components support that 4F framework. We encourage our prospective franchise owners to contemplate when they're thinking about investing in a franchise. And a great example of that, quite frankly, is we're actually one of the top franchise opportunities for veterans. And if you think about that, because there's a fit, there's a background that fits their experience and their prior training. There's a level of fulfillment that they get from being part of our organization, where they're mentoring and developing leaders out in the field. They're mentoring and coaching our frontline employees. We call the HUNKS, honest, uniform, nice, knowledgeable service providers, as we redefine the word. And so we're building leaders, not just businesses, in our organization. And I think our best franchises think that the opportunity of mentorship in our organization is a blessing, not a burden. And they believe in that purpose and mission wholeheartedly. And that's where we see the most success, leveraging the platform that we've developed.
I want to double click on the 4Fs. Can you give me an example of fun? So for anyone who's listening, who's considering creating a franchise in general, what is one fun aspect of being a franchisee that you'd like to share?
Yeah, well, I was at the Miami football game recently, and I use a lot of sports analogies in our business, and there's a reason that sports are fun. It's because there's a competitive drive, there's a team component to it, there's a scoreboard, and you get to evaluate the outcome and celebrate the wins. There's also a reason why these video games are so addictive, and people are playing, Candy Crush on their cell phone, and they're not even making money. It's because they're increasing levels of complexity. They can see how their score compares to their prior score or compares to their peers. And so we're big proponents of what we call gamification in business. Let's create a fun, competitive landscape where you're competing with the other franchise owners to see who can put up the most points, who can have the best client success testimonials, online reviews, referrals. Then we're competing amongst the frontline labor force, the frontline hunks, who can get the best net promoter score with our clients, the best online reviews, the best upsells, the best referrals. And then again, you create that scoreboard and you show a level of progress and progression through their careers and through their franchise evolution. It creates a fun and fulfilling environment for anybody where it doesn't get stale. And that we actually made one of our core values as well, create a fun, safe, winning team, because winning is fun, and we don't want to just be there to kick the ball around like Middle League or Pee Wee soccer. We want to put the ball in the net and celebrate with some real earned trophies. And so that's the component of the fun factor that we like to develop. And I encourage any business owner to think about how you can create a sports-like atmosphere. And again, I think our business is very well suited for it. Obviously, we've got this name, College HUNKS. We started in college. Our office environment, our warehouse environment has a locker room type environment to it. But we tell the teams we've got to be able to perform on the field and have a winning locker room. So you've got to have high performance standards, like a Nick Saban would coach at Alabama football when he was there. But you also have to have team members that align with the core values and are going to be supportive of one another and be welcoming to be held accountable and want to be their best versions of themselves and get better as leaders. And so I think all of those components for me as a founder has been a lot of fun, because I like to play sports growing up. I'm a big sports fan, and being able to weave those sports elements into business framework, I think really touches on that fun fulfillment factor for any business.